Oh. So guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be the BQR Josh James special because, of course, I used to have one of these and I've never driven one for the channel. So having the opportunity to actually go and enjoy this thing and see why you would have one of these, because the prices have come down so much, these have become really affordable. This one today is a portfolio, so it's really high spec, but we're going to start it up. Pulsing stop-start light, everything rises towards you like the gear knob and the air vents turn round. We're going to take a trip to a seaside town. We're not going to go B-road bashing in this today because I feel like this car needs to be taken on a little trip, something you would do on a daily basis. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. We're going to enjoy this thing. But as ever, guys, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, but onwards to a waft in a Jaguar to a seaside.
Now I got to ride or die.
Now this is one of those cars that doesn't need to be seen down a B road. We're going to put it into its element, which is a slow cruise to the seaside, because there's a seaside town just down here called Cowes on the Isle of Wight. So that's what we're going to use this for, because that's what its intended purpose is. It isn't necessarily B road bashing and destroying rear tyres and all this sort of stuff. It's about wafting and about enjoying the waft of a Jaguar.
We're interrupting today's video to give a massive thank you to today's sponsor, Yes Auto. Yes Auto is the one-stop shop for buying any car, with an experience that's always easy and enjoyable. Navigating onto the website, you can select each brand that you want to look at, each model, and even down to colour variant. You can also select through the images, as well as looking at brand new cars in 360 degrees inside and out. I myself spend a lot of time just looking at cars for sale, so it's awesome to jump on the Yes Auto website to have a look at cars for sale. You can even do a smart search on new and used cars with an option to select cash price or monthly costs. Their aim is to make car buying easy and enjoyable. Yes Auto are the one-stop shop offering a simple, impartial way to configure and compare new and used cars from almost any manufacturer, with a whole load of clever tools and media content for total reassurance. Once again, a huge thank you to Yes Auto for sponsoring today's video. There is a link in the description to the Yes Auto website. Thank you so much again to Yes Auto for sponsoring today's video, but let's get back to the action.
So first things first, as we come to a nice little roundabout, we'll test out the steering. Very nice steering. No weight really behind it, which is, again, for daily basis duties of driving around and nipping in places around cars just like that, it really is actually genuinely really nice to drive this car. So what's it like to drive? That's the first thing, because that's what this car is really about, the drive and the VIP luxury of a Jaguar. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's such a nice place to be in here. This one, being the XFS portfolio, means that yes, we've got more power from the 3-litre diesel engine up front, but the amenities inside are actually next level, considering this car is what, 13,000–14,000 pounds. You have ultimate luxury in this thing. You have an Alcantara headlining. Look at this, it is such a nice headlining with everything trimmed properly in that Alcantara. And in fact, you sit here and you start to contemplate the idea that this is actually probably one of the best luxury cars, or at least new age luxury cars. Yes, the depreciation has happened, it's about 50 grand when they came out. So if you can get one for around, say, 13,000 to 14,000 pounds for the one I'm driving today, that is a huge saving on something that, other than my camera falling apart, it's wafting and it's lovely, and yeah, really nice to be in this. The seats are full leather and they're incredibly comfortable. In fact, you can actually put the cooling seats on in this, and they do a lot better job than my Dodge Ram does, because it only really comes out the bottom of my Ram. It seems to come out of all of the orifices of these seats, which is, again, something that I want to touch on, because you might be looking at this thing and thinking, yes, that is my new family daily car. And you do want these amenities, or at least if you can opt for these amenities in your next daily car, why wouldn't you? This one also, because it's, you know, a bit of a nicer spec portfolio, and that actually has the Meridian sound system, or the Meridian surround system as they would call it in this one, because it literally has speakers everywhere. I think there's like 3 or 4 subs in this thing. There literally is a speaker in front of me, speaker there, speaker down there. They're literally everywhere, and I, you know, of course can't actually show you guys how that sounds, which is a shame. Copyright infringement and all that, but I can assure you guys, this is a mental sound system. Again, if you're out there trying to buy one of these and you want one, try and get that sound system, or just try and get the portfolio, because you will just have the nicer amenities like the leather dash. It's lovely stitched in this, and I'm just looking around, all the gloss black bits and the leather on the doors, leather armrest, and, you know, as you start it, I don't know if you guys saw, but the actual gear knob comes up. I'll overlay a bit now. The gear knob comes up and the air vents turn round as well. Such a cool experience just starting this thing up. And I think if you're in the market for one of these and you're looking for other estate cars, saying you've got, you know, 10 to 15 grand to spend, you want to put it on finance, whatever's going on, I think this should really be at the top of your list. But we'll pull over, have a quick look round this thing. For a location to have a quick look round this XFS estate. Now, we'll get out of the road just in case I get run over by an ice cream van. So, styling wise, I think these look really, really cool. The estate especially looks cooler than the saloon. That's just the way I see it. A lot of chrome on this one, chrome around the grille. Grille's a really cool colour though. I do really like the lights when they're on. They actually illuminate all around here. Really nice set of lights. Gills down the side with the Jaguar logoing. These actually have 20-inch wheels. This one, the portfolio. You have a lot of chrome around here as well. This is just this specs one with the roof racking all in chrome as well. I like the spoiler at the back as well, pretty cool. And twin exhaust systems, but what we'll do is we'll get in, because the inside is probably the best bit. Keyless entry as well, and keyless start. As we jump in, you guys would have seen pulsing start button, and if we start it up, as you can see, everything is actually going to come to life. This comes up, these go round. It's actually quite a cool starting procedure in that sense. Now, I'm actually going to run you through the infotainment quickly, because this is, again, where you're going to spend most of your time if you're actually going to buy one of these. So the outside, although it looks really cool, this is really where you're going to be spending your time pushing buttons and all that sort of stuff. So you do have eco mode, you have start, stop, all of that sort of good stuff. Same sort of infotainment as the generation Range Rovers that are, you know, 2013, say, which I have some really good experience with. So you still have all of the audio and video, DAB radio, all that sort of good stuff. You can put your phone into it. The sound system, again, I'm going to say the Meridian surround sound system is insane in this thing. It is so good. So if you're going to get one, definitely go for one of these with that. These do have sat nav as well, but it of course is the older generation sat nav. Other things that I do want to point out is if you push this button, you have heating and cooling seats. Really cool. So we put that on cold today. It is incredibly warm outside. You do have a front heated windscreen, and, you know, all of the amenities that you, yes, would expect in a nicely spec'd Jaguar. Even have this push button to actually release some baby wipes in there, because, you know, why not? Why not in your Jaguar? It actually has the leather dash in this as well, which, again, I'm gonna say is an option you need in one of these. And just coming up, Alcantara headliner. I mean, it's so nice. Just gives a little bit more ambiance to the inside of this Jag. And of course, because we're coming from the driver's point of view right now, if you look round, the rear seats are absolutely massive. So yeah, my overall thoughts of this, well, I really like big luxury cars that do journeys really well. The comfort levels are there, the fabrics and how this feels is there, and I'm hugely impressed in the price and how much you get in this car. There is so much that comes with one of these. And horror stories, you know, I did see on the, I think it was the XJ Owners Club, the actual gear knob here doesn't rise sometimes, so you can't put it into gear. I think that was the only real horror story, other than, you know, just servicing and maintenance, general things that you would have to do to one of these. And this one on our shoot today has been getting, you know, 32 mpg around, you know, just cruising around a seaside town like we are today. But on the motorway, you'll easily see in the 50s. So yeah, overall, bang for your buck in this thing is right there. You will get a fantastic car if you even go and have a look at one of these. It's comfortable. It is fast for what it is, don't get me wrong, but it's such a nice place to be in here. I would say everybody should go and buy one of these and have them on their driveway. But if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'll see you on the next one.